the officers who went there, but Kelvin Taylor shared that interview. Now, security analyst and executive director of the GHOne Security Services, Adib Saani, has joined me right now for a conversation on the back of this. Well, Adib, when you saw this the very first time, tell me what came to mind, and this recent introduction of I gave them money, somewhat within the brackets of 1,000 cedis, at another point some 600 cedis. I thought we were supposed to be fighting Galamsey.
Absolutely, Timon. Absolutely. The thing is, the very first time I saw the video, I drew some conclusions. However, I just needed to be sure. I watched it over and over and over again, about 10 times, frame by frame, just to get analytical with all the facts of the matter. And one important conclusion I drew is the fact that there appears to be some type of familiarity between the boys, the perpetrators, and the police. They seem to know each other, and they seem to have worked with each other in the past. Okay? Now, one of the officers passed his comment to the effect that, we've worked with you, so why are you doing this? And the boys were like, oh, we even gave you money, which was corroborated by one of the perps. And I also wonder at the point whether indeed the operation was officially sanctioned. Because if it were officially sanctioned, knowing how treacherous these areas can be, I would have expected that it will be much more organized, with a lot of things taken into cognizance, including, backup in case they need reinforcement and, better accoutrements and the rest. But it looked like it wasn't officially sanctioned. However, let me be quick to add that these are just my initial observations and might not be a true reflection of what the real facts are. But what I am very confident about, without doubt, is the possibility of these perps having a relationship with the police. And from nowhere, we had the police issues a statement, which I must say was extremely prejudicial. It looked one-sided. And that is why a lot of Ghanaians are beginning to question whether indeed the police will do a thorough, emotionless, professional investigation into the matter. Because it almost looks like they are guilty even before they are put on trial. And I also expected the police to interdict these officers rather than simplistically hand them over to the PIPs. That is why myself and some other civil society organizations are calling for an independent police complaints commission, so that issues that hinges on police misconduct will not be investigated by the police. What do you expect? If you have the military investigate the military, the police investigate the police. It's just like you being asked to investigate your mother or your father. The human element bit of it will always kick in. So in as much as this spectacle is unfortunate, it drags the police into disrepute, it should also present the police a unique opportunity to redeem their image by ensuring that there is a thorough, transparent, comprehensive investigation into the matter. So in the end, we would get to know the full facts.
Adib, I've also had the opportunity to watch this video over and over again, and as our viewers are watching it, can you tell of the truth from all analysis that we have portions of these such young men in our forest areas? I mean, I don't know the duties they are playing, but fully armed and, protecting people who are operating in the small scale mining or galamsey operating sites?
You see, there are militias whose work it is to protect the galamsey sites. I call them militias because a lot of these galamseyers complain that after they collect their goods, they are robbed, and So in the past, and there's too much evidence to this effect, including GHOne TV investigative journalism piece that showed military men providing security services to these Galamsey sites. Okay, but now that the issue is out there, they are being cautious. That is why the Galamseyers are now looking to non-state actors to provide security for their Galamsey sites. So it is not surprising that a lot of these young men have the shotguns. We call it the pump action guns. And they are all over the place because there's a massive proliferation of small arms and light weapons at these Galamsey sites. Okay, and the issue with our fight against Galamsey has got to do with the lack of commitment. Timmy, almost everybody is compromised. This is the hard truth that I cannot run away from. If not, posterity will judge me. From the politicians to the security services to the chiefs to the people on the ground, almost everybody is compromised. Today, excavators are seized, placed at the district assembly or at the police station. The following day, it is back Galamseying. So there is no way we can win this fight against Galamsey attitude.
Oh, you've already said it. In other words, look, we're losing the fight against Galamsey, right?
There is no denying that fact. Our fight against Galamsey has failed woefully. And the sooner we accept it, the better.
We've used the military. The police have gone in. It still doesn't look good. In your own little estimation, what should we be doing now as a nation? Our water bodies are polluted. We are having armed bandits in and around the forest areas. Only God knows what will happen next. What should we be doing?
What we need most, is political commitment. I was speaking with a soldier the other day, and he told me, Adib, if the politicians take their hands off our business, Galamsey would not last beyond 12 hours in Ghana. That's what he told me. If the politicians take their hands off our business, Galamsey would not last 12 hours in Ghana. But here we are. They go to a Galamsey site. The guy there in charge would make a call to a party chair. The party chair would call police commander, military and in the end, we are made to leave there. Because it belongs to the politicians, the powerful people in society. So, to be honest, without political commitment, we can go round and round and round. We can even bring UN peacekeepers into Ghana. There is no way we can win the fight against Galamsey. And this is a major issue, especially even to the diplomatic community. Today I was in a meeting with some of them. And one of the issues that came up that we had extensive discussions on is the Galamsey menace. And you know me, I don't mince words. I say it as it is. I said there's no commitment. Someone is caught red-handed on tape, engaged in corrupt practices with respect to this Galamsey thing. The next minute, the same person, at the expense of the taxpayer, is an unofficial visit, and he's still at post. And you want to tell me you are committed? For crying out loud, spare us. Spare us the storage.
Well,
come on.
I can feel your frustrations and your concerns here. We'd want to say a big thank you to you for once again responding to our call tonight to join us on this issue with the police and the Galamsey operations around the Axim Forest. I'm sure it will not be the end of the discussions. We'll be joining you again with more. But tonight, that will do for Insight. We still have some more local stories for you. Do stay. We'll be back shortly.